Chapter 87, Elucidation. Riel could no longer hold her suspicion about her husband's strange activities, so she told Junie to stop the car. "Get off the car, Junie." Junie got puzzled but moved nervously anyway. Riel opened her door and told Junie to stand and face her. "Let us talk, Junie, and look at me straight as you respond." Junie stammered. What do you want to know, ma'am? Tell me frankly, why did you walk home alone last night, and where did you come from?" Junie hesitated. He pocketed his left hand while scratching his head with his right, taking him long to reply. "Junie," yelled Riel impatiently. "I am waiting. Why was it hard for you to answer me?" Junie felt a shed of tears about to fall, like he was in a hot seat. "Mrs., I would lose my job. Please don't do this to me. The more you would lose it if you won't speak. And whatever you would tell me now, I promise I will protect you." Junie crouched, covered his face with tears and a lump in his throat, then said, "Sir Hyunaki was with the lady you saw with him in the restaurant last night, ma'am. I dropped them off at her house, just 5 houses from us. Sir Hyunaki told me to leave the car and had me walk home." Riel sighed with a heavy heart and asked again, "From us? That woman, our neighbor? How? And from what office was she working? Do you know?" "She was with the purchasing division at K Mall, ma'am. I knew because I was the one who would come to tell her that Sir Hyunaki was waiting in the car." Riel cried loud, and Junie got frightened. "Mrs. Riel, please calm down. You might put yourself at risk." Riel kept on crying, and slowly, her cries turned to muffled sobs. Then she said, "Don't be scared of Hyunki, Junie. He will never know that this information came from you. But I'll have to do something he will regret and never forget. He should have never cheated on me. Whatever my action in this regard, and if ever I would have you get involved with it, you just have to play dumb. Is that clear, Junie? Could I trust and rely on you?" "Yes, ma'am. I may be loyal to Sir Hyunki, but I am fully loyal to you, because I am losing my respect for your husband, ma'am. Sorry to say it, but it is true. I got fooled by his sincerity towards you, and hated it." Riel picked up her phone and dialed. "Hello, Chul. It is Riel. Oh, hi, my dear sister-in-law. What is the pleasure of this call? Where are you right now, my brother-in-law?" asked Riel, returning Chul's way of greeting. Huan Chul grinned and asked, "Why? Is there something wrong? Please tell me where you might be right now. I need to see you." "Oh, that's new. I am here at K Mall. Had a meeting with my people, and I am nearly close to finishing. Then wait for me there. I'll be on my way now." "Is Hyunaki there?" "Yes, just as I said. We met with my subordinates, and he decided to join us." "Would I tell him you're coming? We have to surprise him. Don't you think so?" "But I need to talk to you first. Without him? It must be something interesting then." "Okay, I'll meet you on the ground floor, and you can find me at the Money Exchange Center. See you then." Junie parked the Maybach van in the front lobby for easy access to Riel's entrance to the mall. Riel immediately found the Money Exchange Center and saw Huan Chul chatting with an employee. As soon as Riel approached him, Huan Chul gave a light hug to Riel, smiled, and then introduced her to the store employees. "Listen up. I want to introduce my beautiful sister-in-law, Mr. Han Hyunki's wife, Mrs. Riel." Everyone gave a courteous bow, and as Riel and Huan Chul walked along the corridors, everyone paid respect with their bows. Huan Chul brought her to the uppermost level of the mall, where the administrative offices were located. He showed her to his Oval Office and then asked, "You won't come to see me just to say hello? Is there something you would want to talk about? Riel, you are the true owner of this mall, and Hyunaki joined you as one of the incorporators here. Am I right?" "Yes. Why do you ask?" "I feel bothered. Riel, I want you to be honest with me this time." "Chul, do you know that Hyunki is having an affair?" "I believe she was an employee here." Huan Chul was stunned and could not speak at once. He was staring at Riel, seeming to grapple for words. Then, slowly muttered, "Yes, I do." He paused and continued, "Don't mistake it as if I condone it. I am ordering him to give up his partnership because he might ruin our reputation and have his woman leave my company." Then Riel asked in an irritated tone, "And what was his decision?" "He said to give him time. And Rosemary needed this job." Riel interrupted. "Needed this job? Just because she needed the job, both of you would not fire her? Unbelievable. And yet, you're telling me you do not condone their illicit affair?" Riel was dismayed. "God knows. I am very much against this trouble Hyunaki got into. And I am still thinking of a way to end his craziness, for the fear that you may find out, sooner or later. But Riel cut his words. Do you want me to act on it? I have an idea. Let's work it out together. I wouldn't allow any second-rate woman in his life, if he wanted to stay married to me. I'll fight this for the sake of my child, but if I fail, I have no choice but to leave him for good. Riel, no. Don't choose to leave him. Let us work it out. For my nephew's or niece's sake, we could do this. Now tell me, what do you want me to do? Give me that woman's profile. Then, just as you did today, introduce me to all your employees by section and division. And let Hyun-ki know that I am here to buy baby things for my child, even if I still don't have the gender, to conceal the true purpose of my visit here. I need to prepare our baby's room and its clothes. And by the way, I will be throwing a baby shower soon. Hwan Chul got excited about the baby's coming, so he took Reeler's hand and went up to the next level of the mall, introducing her as Hyun-ki's wife, until they reached the purchasing office. Hwan Chul opened the door of the purchasing office and announced, I am here with my sister-in-law, Han Hyun-ki's wife, Mrs. Riel Han. While Hwan Chul was making the introduction, Hyun-ki, who happened to be in the office of Rosemary, a supervisor of the said division, flinched and muddled. Hwan Chul kept talking. I want you to remember her, so that whenever you meet her anywhere else, or in this mall, you should know that she is the wife of the CEO of the KORH&H, and a board member of this mall to avoid Hyun-ki being caught. Rosemary went out of her office to meet and see who this wife was. When Hwan Chul spotted Rosemary, he approached her and introduced her to Riel. Rosemary Lee, I would want you to meet Mr. Han Hyun-ki's wife, Riel. Rosemary was the supervisor of this division. Feeling a little awkward, Rosemary gave her hand for a handshake, and Riel reached out her hand and shook Rosemary's hand with a tight grip. I came here to buy clothes for my first baby and some furniture for its room. And since you are a supervisor of this purchasing division, you know better about these items. Would you help me choose the things I need? Hwan Chul said, you can count on her, since she was married and had a 3-year-old son. She can help better from inside Rosemary's office. Hyun-ki felt highly strung about Hwan Chul's introduction to Rosemary and his suggestion to assist Riel. Riel smiled approvingly and said, come on then, should I call you Rosie? Your assistance is highly appreciated. Riel pulled Rosie's hand and walked to the second level, the babies section. While on their way to the second level, Rosemary looked at her and thinks she was beautiful even when pregnant. I was sure she was alluring and gorgeous even before her pregnancy, and I could not compete with her. I wonder what Hyun saw in me. As soon as they left, Hwan Chul went to Rosemary's office and found Hyun-ki sitting worriedly by the table. I thought I would find you here. Why didn't you show yourself to Riel? Afraid she might find out. Riel doesn't know about Rosemary. Better be careful. Hyung, please come up with something on how to alleviate my worries for the 3 of you. Riel is excited about your forthcoming baby. Are you as excited as she is? Or is worry and fear creeping into your system now? Hyun-ki irritatingly stood, pointed, and pushed a finger at Hwan Chul. Are you putting me into trouble, Nam Dong-sing? You intended to bring Riel here to make them meet, right? Do you want to make Rosemary look like she couldn't equal Riel in any aspect? You're the one who said it, not I, remarked Hwan Chul. Even then, Chul, I like Rosemary and felt attracted to her, to the point of hurting Reeler's feelings. You want that, Chul remarked. That's beside the point, Chul. What she does not know won't hurt her. I don't intend to hurt Riel, nor leave her for Rosemary. Just leave it as they are, and leave me alone. What about Rosemary's family? Have you ever thought that having an affair with her wouldn't hurt the husband and the son? Have you not considered that your adultery would ruin her marriage, the family, and her husband was building? Why do you think the husband left for the States to gallivant, to seek pleasure? Did he leave his wife and son for such nonsense? And now, your entry into her life would ruin everything. Had you not thought about that? I know, what the husband doesn't know won't hurt him, right? There's no smoke if there's no fire. Hyung, you could not hide under your bed a lighted lamp. Hyun-ki was adamant about his decision, and he was out of control. Would Riel give up on Hyun-ki?